Welcome to my channel, Stigmatia. There is a reason obsession rituals show up in so many traditions. They take a chaotic desire, the fear of losing someone, the hunger to be seen, and compress it into a physical act. What you're watching here isn't just a folk trick with fruit and paper. It's a symbolic theater where intention is treated like a force you can hold, fold, and seal. When someone is told to choose the reddest apple they can find, the instruction isn't random. Red is historically tied to attraction, vitality, and fixation, the color of pulse, temptation, and urgency. By selecting that apple, the practitioner is already entering a focused psychological state where the object becomes charged with meaning. Writing a person's name in red ink is another layer of symbolic binding. Across many esoteric systems, naming is considered an act of energetic targeting, not supernatural in a movie sense, but deeply psychological. The brain responds to names with heightened attention and emotional recall. When you write that name and visualize the person, their face, their environment, their presence, you're constructing a mental anchor. The ritual is less about controlling another human being and more about intensifying your own fixation, which can subtly change how you behave around them, how confident you feel, and how persistent your attention becomes. Splitting the apple and placing the folded name inside creates a literal metaphor: containment. The idea is that your intention is being sealed within a living symbol of desire. Apples have long carried mythological weight, from forbidden fruit narratives to love divinations in European folk magic. Closing the apple and pinning it shut mimics the act of locking in a thought. Rituals like this function as cognitive commitments. When someone believes they've performed a binding act, their posture, tone, and decision-making can shift. That behavioral change is often what others perceive, not magic beams, but a noticeable increase in directed energy. Storing the apple in darkness is equally symbolic. Darkness represents incubation, secrecy, and transformation. In esoteric storytelling, things hidden are believed to grow stronger. Practically, this reinforces the ritual's narrative in the practitioner's mind. Something is happening out of sight. The repeated checking to prevent decay keeps the intention alive through ritual maintenance. Each time the apple is inspected or replaced, the mind revisits the goal, reinforcing emotional investment. Over time, this repetition can intensify personal focus to the point where interactions with the target feel charged or purposeful. It's important to understand that obsession rituals historically act as mirrors. They reveal the practitioner's internal landscape: longing, insecurity, desire for control, and give those emotions a script to follow. The apple is not commanding another soul. It's commanding your attention. In many esoteric traditions, the true transformation happens inside the ritualist. The belief that energy is being directed outward can produce real psychological momentum inward, altering confidence, persistence, and perception in ways that feel mystical because they bypass rational framing. What makes rituals like this compelling is the sense of agency they restore. When someone feels powerless in attraction or relationships, performing a structured act provides emotional relief and a feeling of participation in fate. That sense of intention, deliberate, embodied, symbolic, is the real engine behind the experience. Whether you see it as folk magic, ritual psychology, or symbolic theater, the process demonstrates how powerfully the human mind responds to meaning layered onto physical action. And in the world of esoteric practice, meaning is everything. Objects become vessels, gestures become declarations, and repetition becomes conviction. The apple ritual isn't simply about making someone obsess over you. It's about confronting the part of yourself that craves influence, connection, and certainty. When ritual meets intention, the result is a focused emotional state that can feel indistinguishable from magic. You've just seen how symbols, intention, and ritual can reshape the way desire moves inside you. Obsession is never just about another person. It's about the power you claim over your own focus and emotional direction. If this message made sense to you, drop a comment saying, "I have the power." Subscribe and step deeper into this path of awareness, because intention without action is only a wish. Tonight, choose what you seal into your mind, fear or purpose, because what you focused on becomes your reality. And remember, the strongest ritual is the one that transforms you first.